Happy New Year to you all. On the way down to the Gallagher Stadium this afternoon, Maidstone away. Maidstone, of course, 16 unbeaten, looking to extend that long unbeaten run this afternoon. However, over the past 24 hours, there have been some interesting bits of news coming out of the Stones camp. Antti Papadopoulos has gone back to Crawley following the end of his loan here at Maidstone. Matt Rush has gone back to Sutton. Sutton recalled him before then selling him on to Boreham Wood on a permanent transfer. Look, I can completely understand the frustrations from Stones fans there in terms of losing a very good striker to a fellow promotion rival. We've obviously paid more money for him compared to the standard loan at Maidstone. Look, I can completely understand that. It must be very frustrating for Stones fans. And also Matt Bentley has left the club as well. In terms of us, Welling United, had a massive bit of transfer news last night. Ricardo de Trollio has come back from Coventry on a 1-month loan. Ricardo, as we all know, was here last season, part of that massive survival push towards the back end of last season. And I think that's a real good bit of business to take Ricardo on a month's loan. Ricardo knows the club, knows Rod and Kevin very well. And in terms of hitting the ground running, understanding the training methods, the systems, I think it just ticks all the right boxes. It's a deal that makes sense for us where we are at this moment in time. I'd like to see Ricardo hopefully play today if he's ready to play today. That would be a massive boost for us as well. I think if there's ever a time to play Maidstone, it's today, all things considered, with what's happened over the past 24 hours or so. Look, I see it's a free hit today. I think we have to, what we do with the ball today and what we do without the ball, I should say, is going to be as important as what we do with the ball today. We will suffer in parts of this game today. There will be parts of this game where we have to be disciplined, well organised without the ball. So I think there'll be large periods of this game where we will be chasing without the ball. And we've got to sit in tight, retain our shape, then look to try and pounce. My prediction today is I'll go for a 1-1 draw. We'll take a point today. I think a point would be a fantastic result considering Maidstone's form. And if we can come away from here today, like last season, with something to show for our performance, then I think that'll be a very decent afternoon in what's going to be very difficult conditions today. So fingers crossed we can get something from this game and hopefully use that as a springboard to what will be a massive game next week against Weymouth.
What are you doing?
See that one?
Go on, Treach! Go on!
Three. Harriet, it's a poor touch.
Sure, get back in! Oh, fuck off!
That's it. The nice Dave. Fighting Dave. Come on, TJ.
TJ!
That's all right. It's got to go in, Saturn. Nice ball. Nice. Just overran it.
Time! Take it! And shoot!
So it's half time here, 0-0. Conditions are atrocious, but I think we are handling the conditions better than what Maidstone are. Maidstone had a real good chance towards the end of the half there, just flashed wide of the post. But up until that, not a lot's really happened. It's quite scrappy, as to be expected in such poor conditions. But I think we're battling hard. We're coping very well. I think Dan Martin at left wing back's having a cracking game. He's working really hard. He's proved to be a fantastic outlet. I think both wing backs are working really well. So it should be a tough second half, but we'll see how we go.
It goes away! Away!
Sure, Steve?
It goes! It goes!
Away!
I think this one there, Lino! Way! Way! Get it away! Great header!
Come on, Ronnie.
Martin!
Engage. To it! It goes running, it goes straight away, it goes away!
Another one that feels like a point's got away from us there. Ended full-time, Maidstone 1, Welling 0. We just can't clear the set piece. Reece saves it. Alex, to be fair to him, just can't get enough on the initial clearance to push it away from danger. And then Blair goes and nods it in. Look, I think Alex was absolutely superb today, and he will be a big miss now because he's finished up now with his loan and go back to Blackpool. I thought he was absolutely superb. My man in the match. I thought he read the game fantastically well. I thought on the whole defensively we were excellent. I thought Dave went man-to-man very well with their big defender from set pieces. I thought Maxwell was very good. I thought Ricardo was excellent again today. You wouldn't have thought that was his second debut for the club. I thought he came in and he slotted in alongside Alex very, very well as part of that back three with the two wing backs in Dan and Chori who started. And I thought Dan had a good game as well. I saw a team today who rolled their sleeves up in very tough conditions and fought. Only slight picky parts from me are we don't keep the ball well enough for my liking anyway. And we don't seem to be able to keep hold of it and just use the ball better. We could use it better than what we do. And I feel like we just don't create enough chances. And when you don't do that and you don't work the goalkeeper, because let's be honest, has their keeper been worked today? He hasn't made a single save at all. A couple of late routine catches from last ditch balls going into the box, I should say. The keeper again hasn't been worked enough. And I didn't think the two centre halves looked very convincing, but they weren't tested enough to even see how convincing they could have been as the game wore on. So again, I think the last three games in particular, to come away with nothing from all three games, it's tough to take, but I did see a team who are willing to fight. I don't think Theo came on with enough time to impact the game, if I'm honest with you. I thought he came on a little bit later than what I would have brought him on, but I'm no manager, of course. Massive season-defining game now on Tuesday against Weymouth. They drew today. The buffer between us and the drop zone is still workable for now. A win Tuesday night and your outlook's a lot different. We cannot lose that game. We can't even really afford to draw. We have to win it. And Warren Feeney, of course, coming back. He'd love to ruin our moment, wouldn't he? And send us down if he could. Just have to roll our sleeves up now, I should say, and just really dig in. It's a hard month coming up now, and we just got to use this game on Tuesday night as our indicator to try and push on. And if we can win this, it just eases our fears. But if we don't, then I would worry. But we move on to Tuesday.